Hi, Allison from Encelia Hair, and today we're going to go over the dating phase. So you finally have a natural looking wig, you're feeling good, it's nice and comfortable, it's secure, it fits well, but you're still feeling uneasy about this whole wig thing. I want you to know that this is totally normal and totally okay. And the only way we're going to get through this is by wearing the piece. I call this phase or this transition the dating phase. It's typically about 2 to 3 weeks of super awkwardness. Think about it just when you started dating someone, the hellos, how are you, what's your favorite color, what's your favorite movie, that really awkward phase that we all have to go through when we meet new people. That's what you're going through with the wig. And the only way to combat this is to wear the wig as much as possible. One of the ways to do this is to really take a look at the wig, get familiar with it, understand it. So with the headband wig, you want to get used to navigating the headband. You want to understand how the front of it works and how to use it, how it's flexible, adjust it and move it all around. You want to know what the difference is between the back and then the top. The top is the oval shape, and then the back has the logo that's always going to be on the left side, and then you have the seam here. That's how you know the wig's on right. Practice putting the wig on and taking the wig off multiple times. And just through that transition, you'll get comfortable. Practice placing it, making sure it's on the right way and all of that. And that will help you feel a lot more at ease. The next thing you can do if you're not comfortable going outside or letting people see you yet is just wear the wig at home. We're all at home a lot more than we used to be, so just wear it. Make coffee, cook in it, do some stretches in it, live your life in the piece, and you'll build confidence slowly. It just takes a little bit of time. So for example, when I first got my first wig, all the hair, it was a full lace front wig, all the hair would come in my face. And I was like, how am I supposed to eat? The hair is in my face. And I just was so overwhelmed with the whole thing. And I didn't practice actually eating in the wig, which seems so basic. But when you have a full wig and it's brand new, the hair comes forward in your face. And so what I always have now is I have a hair tie on my hand. And so when I eat, if I'm wearing a normal wig and I'm not wearing a headband wig, I'll just put it back into a ponytail. When I cook, I'll put the hair in a ponytail. Sometimes I'll just take the wig off if I'm at home and I'm alone. So just live your life, do the things that you normally do, and test the wig out, and you'll slowly build confidence. It's the fear element grips us all with wigs. We think, oh wow, how am I going to do that in a wig? Is my wig gonna stay on? Is it gonna be secure? Are people gonna think it looks fake? And the more we challenge that, the more confidence we'll build. So after you build some confidence at home and you're feeling really sassy and nice and pretty in your wig, go out and test it. Go get a coffee, go to your local coffee shop, go to your grocery store, go on a walk. If it makes you feel more comfortable, you can wear a hat. But just start living your life in the wig and you'll slowly build more and more confidence. Now, I mentioned this before, but one of our biggest fears with wigs is that it's gonna come off or that people are gonna think that we're wearing a wig. So I wanna really challenge you to face that fear. So for example, one of my biggest fears was that I lived in San Francisco when I first started wearing wigs, and the wind there is just insane. So one of my biggest fears was to actually just walk down Market Street because the wind can just go like 40 miles an hour. It's insane. And so the first time I walked across the street with a hat on, it stayed on. Then the next time I didn't wear the hat and I was still kind of just holding it, just so fearful that it was gonna fall off. It didn't fall off. The next time I just walked down the street. So those are little examples. In the headband wig, I designed it for active life and I do pretty intense workouts. So I'll do burpees, I'll do handstands, really aggressive things in a wig, and I wear nothing underneath this, like no wig grip, no tape, no nothing. And so to do those things without those Band-Aids was very fearful for me. So what I did is I took baby steps. And so I would actually show up to the gym during the day when I knew there was nobody else really there. Like maybe my trainer was there, maybe some staff were there, and they kind of know about my hair loss. I'm pretty open about it. And so if it fell off in front of them, I figured I could handle it. I mean, I didn't want it to. I didn't want to have that experience. I didn't want to have the conversation. But I knew that I wanted to be able to do these workouts with a group of people, and I wanted to test it first. And so it took one time. It didn't slip. I did like a little baby burpee and I was fine. Then I did a huge burpee and I just took it very slow. And then the handstands, those were the big ones where you're doing the wall stands and stuff like that. I'll have some video footage on that. But those were very challenging, like just vertical, you're moving your head, you're moving your arms, like everything's sort of moving. And I was really fearful about that. But the wig stayed on. And so it was through my biggest fears. Like my son, when he was little, he used to grab my wig and I used to always think it was gonna pop off. And I was like, I'm just gonna let him grab it. And if it comes off, it comes off and I'll just put it back on. I realize that those are very difficult things to do in real life, but you'll get there with practice. So if you have a son or a kid, a child, a baby at home, let them grab your wig at home and see what happens. Just test the things when you're feeling a little bit more at ease or a little bit more comfortable. That way, when they happen out in public, you don't freak out. And this will get you through the dating phase so much quicker. And when you do this, I promise you that you're not going to be so fearful, and it's going to make wearing a wig so much better, so much easier. You're going to feel so much more at ease and relaxed in the wig. And that's our mission.